Ontario Prepper here. Well, I'm just leaving the farmer's market down near where I live, out thing, and we got the peaches, and we're gonna make some peach jam. Hey everyone, Ontario Prepper here. Well, today we're gonna make peach jam. Pretty simple stuff. You got to remember that peaches are low in pectin, so lemon juice will be your friend on this. I had purchased some Red Haven peaches, but they're just too beautiful to make jam out of. So we're going to be doing a vid on canning them instead. So I went to the local fruit market here because I live in the fruit belt in the Niagara region here, and purchased seconds on the baby golds. You got to remember lemon juice will be your friend on this one. Keep them from turning yellow and turning brown and so forth. Let's get to it. I'll show you some of the equipment that you're going to require, and we'll get making some jam. So you're going to need some mittens here. You're going to need tongs. You're going to need, this is where the product will go to finish making the jam. You're going to need bowls here with ice bath to cool them down. So they will go into here for their hot, to get the skins off for approximately 1 minute. And then they will have to sit in the ice water for another minute. And then we'll peel them out. We'll remove any bad stuff before we put them in for their hot bath. Indoors we have the jam jars. They're all in here. I think there's about 9 in there. And then we have all the lids ready to go too. So we'll have that ready indoors so that it, when we get it done outside, that we can start working on it. Here's the baby golds here. As you can see, some of them are blemished. You can see the blemishes on it. We'll be cutting them out. There's approximately 11.8 pounds here. This recipe is only a 3.5 pound recipe, but I'm just going to double up on what I need to make this jam, and we have some spare jars just in case. Stay tuned. So I want to start removing the bad spots, and to keep your, once I do that, it's going to expose them. So what I do is I just use this cheap lemon juice and put that in there because it'll keep your fruit from turning brown. And you can see the water starts getting milky with the lemon juice, being that they're not very acidic. So here we go. We'll start removing any blemishes. If you got any really bruised stuff, remove it, like this kind of stuff. Here we go. And there's some more bruise. Just take it out. You don't want it. It doesn't make a peeling jam. This one's good, so then we take it and we throw it in the lemon water. And this one here, bruised up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, not too bad. Any spots, folks, remove them. There's more. Put it in the lemon, keep them turning brown. This one here looks like a big job. Look at this mold growing here. You don't want that. Cut that out. These are big peaches. It's right down to the bone. This one, you can hear the, I don't like that spot here. Take that out. Another little bad spot in here. You see them? Remove them. All right, make that one done. Take this one out here. There we go. It'll help with the peeling after we put them in a hot bath and cool them down. Just be very careful when you're doing this. Once you get the skins off, you see extra that's bruised or whatever, you can remove that too. There's a lot here. We'll just keep the good stuff. We're going to get rid of the bad. So on. Might even just cut this one like this. There's so much on this one. And then we'll just get this good stuff off of here. Some more bad spot here. We don't want any of that. Yeah, not going to get much out of this peach, but oh well. Is what it is. But that's the way we're going to keep doing that. So once I skin them out, I'm going to be putting them into here, and this is where the jam will be made. And what I'm doing is I'm adding lemon juice to this, and that will keep them from turning brown. And then we will drain that off before we go into the jam making aspect of it. So for their 1 minute cooling period, what I'm going to do is I'll have this hose running very low, and it keeps, this water's pretty cold coming out. I'm just waiting for the hot water to be done so that I can start getting the skins off of these baby golds. Before you place them in their hot water bath, just take them and put an X in the bottom. It'll make it easier when you're getting your skins off. Alright, I've thrown in 6 peaches here to start off with, as they need to be in there 1 minute, and then we'll move them over to their cold water bath. Well folks, I've been getting the skins off now. Yeah, my neighbor's cutting his lawn, so I'll just get them all skinned out and we'll go to the next part. There we go, almost there. So I weighed this pot here, and it weighs 4.8 pounds. So we're going to drain this off of their lemon juice. And then we're going to be adding our sugar and our lemon juice. So it worked out that I've got 7 pounds of fruit here now when I did the math and everything. So my recipes are for 3.5 pounds and then 2.5 cups of sugar. So what I'm going to do is going to double up and minus a half cup for the sugar and then taste from there. Alright, now I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I don't worry if you spill any out the extra, I'm not going to hurt nothing. And that's adding the pectin to this, so that should be I'm going to put a little bit more because we have so much sugar here. Remember to put your plates in the freezer, do your plate test so you know when it's ready. And now we're going to get this going. So it takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes to boil it down. It was pretty chunky, so I wanted it to be a nice spread for English muffins, so I did put the blender to it a little bit just to break it down a little bit more. I have my 3 plates in the freezer to do my plate test. It's not quite there yet. You just get it down to that one point. You'll know I just see more bubbles happening here. It's like when you're making maple syrup. It'll start rolling faster and faster and faster. Anything that's, that gets down to its point. The temperature that this will go off at is about 220. So it's still working on it. You can't rush it. So you have to play with it a little bit and work with it. I actually didn't even know this. Here's a new one. There is actually over 2,000 different varieties of peaches in the world, and they originated in China, believe it or not. So when it gets to the right temperature, it'll be 220 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're not quite there yet. We're on about 213. I have an electronic probe that I got to start doing this since I've been doing so much of it. All right, we're almost to temp now. I've been checking it. We're right up there. Put it there. Oh, looky. Remember, it takes 12 to 24 hours to set. Remember, your lids need to be concaved. If it's sealed properly, you can check it out on Google for your elevation to make sure that you're canning it long enough in your hot water bath. There we are at 119, 120. It's ready to jar. I did the plate test, and as you can see, it's moving real slow here. So, and it tastes really good too. All right, we got a couple of jars, a couple of lids right here. Let's jar it up. Use some of this for barter for Christmas presents. Think along the lines of Christmas presents. There we go. Remember, your jars have got to be hot. And remember to leave headspace. Using Grandma's handy dandy there again. That's what it's called, a handy dandy. Name's written on the side. And these are small jars. I can get them in side by side so I can do 2 at a time. There's one done. Hear the jars a little rocking and rolling at the back. I always lift it up once in a while, just make sure, I'm not giving it too much headspace. You only need approximately 1/4 inch. That's good there. There's one here, could use a little more. You can see it once I pulled it away. Here, there's 2 there. Remember, folks, These mittens go a long way. There's one. There's one. How hot is this? Let's see. Oh yeah, there's more. 220 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright. Moving right along here. Alright, now we got them in their hot water bath. I'm going to leave them in there about 15-20 minutes. You see some of the air bubbles coming out. See it? Pushing the air out. Making a great seal. Well, after the canning yesterday, we got a total of 8 jars. As you can see, it's starting to thicken up, eh? And it takes, like I said, anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. You can see it's thick. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned. We will be doing canning peaches. That'll be next, and then that'll end it for the peach end of it here in this area. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching again. Have a blessed weekend. Ontario Prepper out.